Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at Caspa. Man, this beast is just cranking. We love to see this. Obviously, it's easy to be biased when you have a nice long position open with Caspa. What is it, 74% we've taken with this coin. Granted, it took a little bit over a month to get that, but I'm okay with waiting. It's no problem at all. We've also got a Miro short at 25%, and then of course, what is it, Avo long at 64. Those are some of the more recent profit targets we've hit in the last 24 to 48 hours. So good stuff, congrats on that. What we want to look at is the liquidation levels for this coin. Kind of see if there's any heavy shorts, heavy leverage shorts just above the price action, which there kind of are, and we'll kind of see where that's at here for us. So if you're new to the channel, folks, welcome aboard. Thanks again for joining me here. Please hit the like button, comment below if you get a chance, and if you want to become part of our Trading Academy community or signals group, there are limited slots available. CryptoCache.tech is a site linked down below. To our new members coming over from yesterday, because we had a good handful, make sure you read through my signals guide in our Discord. It's provided on the website as well, so you just got to recognize that it's important to know my risk tolerance and to properly adjust yours as well. It's an interesting thing, but some people seem to think this is a get-rich-quick scheme, but I can tell you that that's not the case. Slow and steady growth, consistent growth, no liquidation. That's really what it boils down to. So Caspa, okay, let's look at this here. 18 cents, about 18.2, the most recent high. We can see right there is some extra liquidity. So of course, shorts are going to be shorts. They're going to continue to try to short the top. This coin has almost limitless potential, so I would be very careful shorting this coin. If it does pull back, it's not going to pull back massively or as massive as you'd like to think about it. At least not yet. I think we're going to have to see Bitcoin trend towards 60,000 to see that happen, and we're a long ways from that for the moment. Okay, so not to say the coin can't pull back. We'll look at fib levels too to see where it could pull back to. But for the moment, we want to kind of recognize that this coin is very strong, a lot of volume, and with all this liquidation above the price action, even though there's some low leverage shorts, I still don't like it. I think it's a bad idea. Either way, there is liquidation down below. Let's not be ignorant to the fact that low 13-cent range is a heavy concentration liquidation, so the price does come down. That could be the next target. But of course, 16 cents would be the initial point of retracement. So in other words, we got what right here, and it makes sense that that's the case because we have a recent high here, our recent highs. We got liquidation levels right there at that level. Okay, so it's really common to see liquidation really close to previous resistances turned into support levels. So hypothetically, 16 cents is that area, and then of course way above, we'll figure that out later. But for the moment, let's look at the daily time frame and work our way down. And let's recognize here that Caspa is massively performing. Okay, there's no other way around it. It's cranking. And at this point here, how much lower is it going to go? How much higher is it going to go? I get that question a lot. The thing we want to touch on here, first of all, these are weekly closures here, in case you're curious about what these orange lines are. These are candlestick closures based on the weekly time frame. They're usually very impactful. So what I mean by that here is, now that we've broken free from this range, because we were essentially range bound in this large range between roughly 10 cents and 17 cents. Now that we've broken above that, if we close above that level this week rather, then we're going to be in a position where the price action should leg up and continue further higher. If we close below, we can see that might be a double top, and that the price action may in fact pull back down to perform, or maybe do some type of head and shoulders, an ugly head and shoulders, or I don't know what that is. It's a deformity of some sort, but the point is we could see the price pull back if we don't close over that level this week. Okay, so again, just something to pay attention to, big picture, macro stuff. Okay, we're above the ascending trend line here. Of course, we've known this for a little while. We can even draw this out a little bit further higher, just to get perspective on that for later, and then just kind of help understand that this is somewhat of a resistance zone for now. There's a good chance we could break, but we want to kind of presume that's going to work as a resistance for the moment. Reason why I say that again is because of weekly closure. We want to kind of see how it performs in this range before we get too ahead of ourselves. Looking at the stochastic RSI, swinging up still, money flow index is high, RSI is high. These are all favorable signs, implying the price should maintain its range. I think 17 to 18 cents is a likely area for this coin, and unless it breaks upwards. And it could very well do so because we are in this ascending type of trend, which is a little easier to identify on smaller time frames. Okay, so when we look at the daily though, everything is truly bullish. There's no other way around it. Okay, so try not to just try to short this coin because it's overextended, I'm going to short because that's what this other idiot's doing online that's using 100x leverage. Try not to trust those things, folks. Again, I'm not hating on high leverage. It can be used effectively in the right setting, but very few people use it responsibly. Again, you want to kind of presume you're going to lose that money if you're going to be using high leverage because liquidation is almost instant, right? why take that risk when you can go with a much higher probability of success with lower leverage and more consistency? Anyways, I know it seems so clear and so easy to me, but some people don't know that, and I just see a lot of people come over to my community getting absolutely destroyed by other communities, and it's sad, it's unfortunate, and it's just the way it works, folks. Okay, anyways, let's take a look here at 4-hour time frame. We are starting to see the shift in momentum. And again, you want to look at the 4-hour time frame as kind of a transitionary time frame. We can see the price action is pulling back down. And of course, sorry, not the price action, rather. Price is going up, but stochastic's pulling back and RSI is kind of tapering off. We've been above 70 for some time now, ever since Sunday. Generally speaking, you see 2 to 3 days of bullish continuation above 70 in the RSI in the 4-hour. So with it coming back down, getting closer to that 70 level, if we drop below 70, that would be a case in point where you may want to consider securing profit. I would recommend securing profits if you haven't already. I mean, we've done so a few times over the last month, right? I shared with you the profit that we've taken from this coin. It continues to, we continue to secure profit, but we're taking little bits at a time. Our first profit target, we took a good 60, 70, 80%, depending on your risk tolerance, right? We do that to ensure we secure profits, so if the price turns around, you still, at the very least, come out in the green, okay? Either way, all moving averages are looking good here on the 4-hour time frame. There's 0 things here letting us know the price wants to turn around, minus RSI pulling back a little bit. Once we cross that 70 level, that may be a consideration to close your position or part of your position. Hourly time frame here, all green lights here to leave your long position open. I will recommend, though, of course, with the price action being where it's at, it wouldn't hurt to adjust your stop loss higher at the very least, because there's no guarantee it's not going to pull back. But again, we've seen that 17 to 18 cent range so far work as a range, and this little guy here, until we break free from this range, we got to presume it'll continue. Now it's trying to break free right now, but Bitcoin, with Bitcoin ramping up and Caspa trying to break free, hasn't yet. That leads me to believe we're starting to see a little bit of a momentum shift, because again, we have so much volume coming in this coin that it's hard to match that volume with the price going this high. And even though there's a lot of interest, it would make sense for the price to pull back a little bit. And just so you know, if the price does pull back, likely areas of retracement, again, 17 cents would be the first, because that was a previous daily candlestick closure. Secondary to that is at 16.1 to potentially sweep this lower level of liquidity here, the more recent lows. Okay, so again, that's a possibility, but if the price does wake up, 19 cents would be the close approximate for the next target, just because that is A, a round number, and B, there's a lot of liquidation between now and there. Okay. But for me personally, right now, if you're heavy on profit, I don't know why. And let me rephrase that. Make sure that you maybe calibrate and figure out your risk tolerance. If you keep having difficulty, you break even every month because for the most part you put a lot, you're very very much in profit, and then the next month you're not. If those ebbs and flows are too high and too great for you, then your risk tolerance needs to adjust. So anyways, just throwing it out there because I know, folks, there's going to be a lot of profitable people in positions right now, and I'm happy for you. But just keep in mind this could change very quickly. And at this point here, we're getting close-ish to the end of its extension. While I'm still very bullish on this coin, I'm confident the price is going to continue further up. We need to kind of see how this range holds this week here so far. 17 cents, previous weekly candlestick closure. If we stay above that this week, I think we'll be in good shape, but we still got 5 days left in the weekly candle, right? So again, a little premature. Either way, everything's bullish. There's no reason to short this coin. I think that's the best way to describe it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope I made sense. And if you want to, again, become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Make sure, of course, you trade this coin and many other coins on the world's best exchange. I would recommend using this link to register. If you have used my link to register previously, you're automatically eligible for this futures bonus. So it's really nice, easy money there. You can have high leverage if you want. I don't recommend it, of course, but there's options for no limitations there because most other exchanges do that. So again, have some fun with it, if you will. Either way, it's free money just for depositing, something you normally do anyways, right? All right, thanks again so much for watching, folks. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll post our playout chart here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. If you're not familiar with it, I typically post playout charts here very regularly every single day. So check that out if you can. I've also got YouTube and TikTok shorts. A lot of fun there with that. Thanks again for the awesome feedback, folks. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.